Hi guys, Pete Mazeris, Home Inspector Mentor. I am going to show you how PalmTech works. PalmTech is one of the older software reporting systems that have been around for a while. It's got a lot of good traction behind it, and it's a good basic piece of software that uh, has a big following and allows the inspector to collect their data on site via cell phone, via tablet, whatever. Here I'm showing you the desktop. Actually, it's on my laptop. It's on my Mac, which originally PalmTech software does not run on a iMac, and you have to download a, uh, a Windows mirroring program to get it to run. So they tell me that that will be corrected next month, next year, I guess in January, when they will release their updated version, which will be friendly to both PCs and Macs. But their handheld device app, which I'll show you in the next video, works on both iPhones and Androids. So basically, the way their software is set up is that you can configure it by um, either on the handheld device or on your computer. So when you're first setting up to work with PalmTech, obviously it'd be easier to work, on your computer than on your handheld. So the way this works is that you have an option of how you want the report to look. In this particular report that I'm showing you, this template is their checklist version. So some inspectors are more comfortable working with checklists, and you can do that easily with this here. So you can select from your laptop computer or from your handheld device, and these are all on the left column, the checklist, acceptable, not present, and so forth. And then in the middle describes what system or component you're looking at. And then to the right of that, you have the option to describe what material it is and, of course, what the defect is. Okay, so let me get this out of the way here. And if you wanted to add pictures from your desktop, like, I've done this before, generated reports from literally the desktop instead of from the handheld, um, where you just go ahead and collect your pictures on any camera or on your iPhone or Android, and then you can go ahead and drag and drop right to the line, and it puts it in there, and you can then click on it to add arrows, circles, and so forth. And you click OK, and boom, it's in there. So that's pretty handy. I mean, all your modern commercially available reports will all do that, and if they don't, then they're outdated. But all of them are going to at least do this. And so you go through and populate the report, and you can see the different sections. This is what's nice about PalmTech, is that it comes with a already existing template that you can just go ahead and work with. So let's say we're on the electrical section, and we're working on this, identifying the service entrance wires, say they're copper, and then we can say whatever we want about it. Um, from a defect standpoint, if there's no defects, if it's acceptable, then we don't say anything. If there is a problem, I'll give you an example here. With this branch circuit, let's say junction boxes missing their covers, you can just simply put it in. And if there's more than that, let's say you see improper routing, you can go ahead, I'm sorry, hit the plus button to add additional comments. And let's say you want to add your own, another one as you go, and you can say whatever that is, and you can add it. And then it's going to show up here in the drop down right there. And let's just go ahead and add that. And so it's in there. And so basically, that's real quick how their software looks. And of course, what's also important, if not more important, besides the ease of entry and setting up and editing, is how the report looks to the customer. And so I'm going to go ahead and open one of the example that comes with their software so that you can see what that looks like. And it's already populated by PalmTech because, again, it's an example. And you can see how they have it filled out. So you can see how that works and what it looks like. And then if you wanted to see what the report looks like, let's take a print preview of what their report looks like. And it is a PDF-based report. It's not HTML-based, to my knowledge. Cannot find anybody who has a HTML version. I'm not sure if their next version coming out next year will also have an HTML reporting component. And so the drawback of that is you really are limited with being able to work with the pictures. So this particular report will not zoom past this. And also you can't like individually like click and copy and download an individual picture from a PDF report, because you can't edit it. It's designed so that you can't edit it. Where a HTML report, even though you can't edit it, you can individually select a picture from a report and download it, and send it in an email if you wanted to. So um, that's kind of the limitation with PDFs. Now, you also have, or they also give you the option to, let's see here, uh, the option to set this up in a narrative style report, which is right here. And so you can see in this narrative, you don't have the checklist items here. You have a nice narrative that describes it. And if you notice, as I zoom in, the pictures in this particular report, again, it's a PalmTech report, are very nice. These are nice, clean, clear pictures that anybody starting a home inspection business or operating one, and you want to be able to produce pictures like this in your report. So even though this is PDF, which I use for years, there is the ability for nice, clean, clear pictures with PalmTech, which to me is very important to be able to have that. And so if we get back to their system, the other thing I wanted to go over is that their system is just a reporting system at this point. And so what I mean by that is you can go ahead and schedule your inspection. It's real simple to do that. And I scheduled some for myself right here. It's a real basic entry of the appointment. And you can also email the reports when you're done, and you can also email confirmation of the appointment. But as far as automating the delivery of the inspection agreement and the invoice, and then being able to collect the payment for that invoice online, and then being able to send follow-up emails asking for reviews automatically, or sending pre inspection emails that upsell an item that you would want to um, perhaps offer your client that you didn't uh, bring up during the initial phone conversation with the client. They don't offer that right now because they work with um, other third-party management or CRM management platforms, the most popular being ISN, which uh, bolts in with these guys and then does all those things, obviously for an additional fee. Now, this costs $50 a month. I think just 600 bucks, maybe 500 bucks a year for their license fee. And the one thing that I will show you when we look at the handheld data entry app for PalmTech, which of course goes and comes with this system, uh, is that for new inspectors, I think it's handy because the system forces you to look at all of these different items that are in each section so that you don't miss something. And so that kind of can be comforting as a new inspector, plus the fact that this app and system comes with a preloaded template that you can literally start inspecting someone's house with tomorrow as soon as you buy it. Of course, you'd have to configure the report to make it look the way that you want it to look, which is beyond the scope of this video, but it's definitely doable. So that's what I wanted to show you guys about PalmTech. Of course, there's pros and cons with any of these commercially available software systems that are available for inspectors. So you kind of got to pick and choose what makes sense to you, and at least be educated as to what the market is accepting, because the market is obviously our customer, the client, and the realtors. And so we want these inspection reports to be friendly to them, but of course easy for us to compile. So that's kind of the balance. So hopefully, guys, this is helpful, and I will do the next video on the handheld device for PalmTech here. So take care.